Everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here doing your Valentine's week reading for you today for February 14th, 2018. This is for all my Sagittarian sun, moon, and rising signs. So we are asking a direct question today, Sagittarius, and that is, how can Sagittarius bring more romance into their lives? So in the spirit of Valentine's Day, that's what we're looking at today. How can Sagittarius bring more romance into their lives? I do make a nice distinction between love and sex and romance. Not that they can't all exist together, of course, but romance is its own little thing, right? It's the flirt, it's the butterflies in the stomach, it's the I wonder what he's thinking phase. So this is what we're sort of talking about. So this is for couples and singles. If you are single, this is about how to inject more romance into your everyday life, whether or not you're looking. And if you're coupled, this is a really nice way of maybe reigniting a spark, especially if things are a little bit stale here. So we do have Aquarius the moon is in Aquarius rather, and this is moving through today. So we're looking at emotional energy of wishes, fulfilling wishes, group projects, feeling fairly intellectual. You could just be flat out telling someone how you feel today just because it's an air sign. And so that's the moon energy today, but let's get 4 more cards for you. I've had a lot of success using this spread to answer direct questions for people. So that's why I thought it'd be cool to do. Even though this is a general reading for all my Sagittarians, I hope that you can all, no matter what you're experiencing personally, hopefully you can get something positive out of this, whether you're coupled or not. And I'm going to, I would assume that a lot of my Sagittarians are coupled just because Sagittarius, despite being that freedom seeker or that knowledge seeker, is actually really much happier in committed relationships. So they tend to couple up for the long term. All right, and I just want one more card here. If you are single, not a biggie. You probably have a lot of friends. Sweet. All right, Sagittarius. The first card is representing your past. This is the teacher. So this is always the teacher-student relationship. Either you're the teacher, they're the teacher. But the beautiful thing about this is that it's like the yin-yang, right? It's like you both have gained something positive out of this, or if you're single, you would have learned something positive about romance that's helpful now. If you are coupled, this was probably a learning phase that you had to go through to get to the phase that you are right now, which could very well be long-term love. Here you have in your present, you have the hawk. This is messenger, and it could be just a beautiful day for you to be expressing yourself romantically to your partner. If you are partnered up, don't be shy to do that. If you are single, for example, you could be getting a message from someone else who's interested in you in a romantic sense. So in your immediate future, we have a possum. I'm just giggling a little because this is diversion. Maybe the person who is bringing the message to you romantically, if you are single, isn't welcome, and you're like, no, anyone but you. You could be trying to skirt around something here in your immediate future. If perhaps you're away or your partner is away, if you're coupled, you have to do something, share your romance a little differently this week. But in terms of your immediate future and diversion, you just want to be sure here that you're not avoiding something in a romantic sense, especially if you are partnered and romance is important to your partner. Even if it's not to you, a really nice gesture is to go along with your partner today because it would make them feel good. Here in the foundation, basically what is setting up the first 3 cards is cleansing. This is really just getting rid of something, right? But there is an element of duplicity here. Just be clear with your partner. You don't want to play games. Be clear with your partner that you have 2 sets of needs. Or if your partner has 2 sets of needs, maybe listen to that. and be generous about how to fulfill those, or flat out ask, like, how do you want this fulfilled? And just be really clear about that. If you're single, just be aware that there could be duplicitous incoming messages if that's the case, and someone's not being tricky with you. For example, you always want to protect yourself, even if it's romantic. Make sure you follow your intuition always. So this is in your crowning or outside influence position. This is transmutation. Could be romance is transmuted this week, which is essentially, you know, shedding its own skin. You could be coming out the other side of a romantic situation, something that was not necessarily expected. It could be if you're coupled, your partner brought something into the fray here that was a little bit, you weren't expecting it, and it sort of heightened your relationship in a really interesting way. Or you could be bringing that into your relationship yourself. If you're single, on the other hand, transmutation here could be just about deciding exactly, like if you've made up your mind about desiring romance in your life, you really want to put pen to paper here and say, oh, okay, well, I want something in particular. Well, make a list. Be really, really clear about that. And then transmute your energy out of something into something else. Because it's all energy. It's just whether it's low vibrational or high vibrational. So yeah, there's going to be a skin shedding here around an issue of romance. So essentially getting rid of something. Here, hummingbird is in your unexpected. This is joy. This is gorgeous to see really in any spread, in any position. But the unexpected for you is joy. So if you're partnered, if you're coupled, your partner could be doing something especially joyous for you or surprising you. If you are single, it could be that you feel better about having romance back in your life. Maybe you've gone through something difficult and you're finally able to enjoy even thoughts or notions of romance, which is automatically very joyous, and it helps us to exude this energy as well. So if you're exuding joy, you will 10 to 1 be able to have this show up in your life, right? Because you'll know what it looks like, you'll know what it feels like. Here in your secret power, this is the trickster, is your secret power. I don't like to think that you would be misusing this. I like to think in this sense, especially if you're coupled, this is just playful, right? We want to be playful, joyous. So if you're coupled, just be sure that you're both in on the joke. If you are single, maybe this would be fun energy to get to know somebody with, right? You don't have to trick them, but you can be a little bit playful, a little bit silly, and just be sure that both people are in on it so that you're not disappointed or let down, or it's not a waste of time. Here with your wish card, I'm curious to see this here. This is fear. The wish is fear. I find that hard to believe. Maybe you're fearful of something falling apart here, or because, as I mentioned at the beginning, we do have Aquarius, the moon in Aquarius rather, today on the 14th. That is considered wishes coming true. This is one part of its 11th house potency, is wish making and bringing wishes to life. So it's really important here for you to be secure in whatever you're about to do in a romantic sense. Maybe if you are coupled, for example, you'd like to do something romantic and you feel kind of stupid about it, or you feel your partner won't get it or appreciate it or something, or it could be some fear around projecting or acting romantically here. I hope that's not the case for you, but in case it is, maybe just make it really clear. Like, I know this is cheesy or whatever we want to call it if you are partnered up with somebody, but I want to do this today, and just be fair with yourself about it. Like, it doesn't matter what you think about it. I want to do this. I want to be playful. And they'll probably go along with it. So maybe just have a little conversation about it. If you are single, for example, Sagittarius, there is some fear in your heart about finding romance or exhibiting romance or even spending time with the right person. So maybe have some patience with yourself at this time and possibly date more than one person. I don't mean sleep around necessarily. I'm just saying, like, maybe don't keep... if you're not exclusive, keep your heart and mind open, okay? Because there could be fear of thinking this is the one and you're the only person thinking it, and that's very disappointing. And here with your probable outcome is Spirit. So it could be that you will be helped by asking Spirit for help. You could say a little prayer around romance right now. It could be that who is brought to you, for example, because Messenger is your present and it is the central position card. It could, and we're looking at 2 birds of prey. A message could be brought to you from the person that you do have a crush on if you're single. If you are coupled, Spirit could be found within the relationship. It could be that you've gotten to new ground, you've developed new ground, and we do have another angel card here as well. So there has something to do with angel energy, spirit energy, source energy. Another way to frame that is God. So you could be feeling sort of out of this world with your partner if you are partnered up. Oh, look at that, loyal heart. And if you are single or unattached right now, it could be that you can meet someone else through an interest in the spirit world. And certainly you can say a prayer here if you're not a couple and that's what you really, really want. You can say a prayer for some help. So look at this. You have loyal heart. This is really the couple card in this deck. If you are coupled, Sagittarius, this person has your back. It's probably your best friend, and congratulations. You feel very confident and safe. If you are single, this is what you desire. This is what you're looking for, and you probably won't settle for less, and congratulations. You really ought not to. And here is your second spirit card. We have Guardian Angel. So again, if you are not coupled, maybe seek that person that you desire through common interests having to do with spirit or spirituality. But if you need support at this time, or if you need maybe some insight or input on what the best partner is for you, you can just say a little prayer or ask your guardian angel for help. So that is your Valentine's reading for the week. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me and for your encouragement and support. I will see you shortly with another reading. Bye for now.